All of the homies we had turning to ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews, I hated the coach. Entering raffles, I was just doing the most. Paying to play for the shows, you know how it goes. Plotting with ass, we were just struggling on unemployment, back on the ropes. I had to get it in motion, get it in motion. Listen to Quick on the radio, then were the days. Balancing options, getting in so many ways. So many plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Watching you is making me vomit, I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into diamond gold. All of the time that I spend in myself is in silence, I'm ducking and dodging these. Slide on you, you thought that I ran out of. That's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove, the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like.
It's time for some hoops. At Little Caesars Arena. Home of the Pistons, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans.
And the atmosphere is always electric in a rivalry matchup like this one. You gotta love it.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's tipped, taken away by Anthony. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. That one misses. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Now, here's Ball. In the corner, Drummond with it. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. To the middle. Here's Drummond. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots. Shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Malone.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Embiid. A new 14 for the 76ers. To the inside. George. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Brooks outside. Stolen by Ball. Now the 76ers on the break. Rebound, Detroit. Coach, it didn't take long for Kay Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
1:31 left in the first quarter. Pass to Bona. Back to Ball. Ball's knocked loose. To the paint. Here's Malone. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Cunningham drives in. Out to Brooks. Anthony on the wing. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The 76ers trail. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Brooks. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got 9.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Yabusele. Nobody near George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pistons leading by 4. Now Cunningham. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Off target from outside. Down low. It's deflected. And he recovers it. There's the pick. Here's Yabusele. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. It's been all about Dillon Brooks for the Pistons. He delivered 9 points from three-point range.
17, 76, 15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Traps in the tray.
see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The 76ers trailed by 3. Ball feeling it out a bit. It's Drummond, high post, to the paint. Here's Malone. Misses the layup.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
That's tipped. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Here's Anthony from past the arc. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now, here's Ivy. Pistons passing it around. Ivy on the wing. Pocket 6. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Back to Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Malone's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside Anthony. To the middle. Duren. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Duren's got his first basket of the night.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Pass to Bona. There's a screen. Deep 2 from Ball. And he makes that one. Bona's got his first 2 points.
And the more experienced Ball gets, the more confident he gets in those situations. Great execution.
And here's Ivy. Good on the triple. Ivy's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Off target at the rim. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
The 76ers trailed by 5. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Bona missing. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Pistons. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Hardaway from outside. And another 3 for Detroit. And here is Hero. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Outside, Ball. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Ball shooting for him might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Schroeder. Scoreless thus far. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
With the drive. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The 76ers trailed by 9. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. And we were just talking the other day, what a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area. And great, great, great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams. And if you are one, they will be behind you all the way. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
The 76ers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Cuts off the pass. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Pass to Bona. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. Here's Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the Pistons with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there it is for them.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Knocks it loose. Here's Yabusele. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Malone. Outside, ball to the inside. Here's Yabusele. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Yabusele's got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that one's good, Anthony.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Duren. This is his first free throw of the game.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot.
The shot by Ivy, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen by Cunningham. Goes up, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, you see there the length that Cunningham has on the defensive end. Has a great steal to get that started.
Ball with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Anthony right side. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Philadelphia with the ball. 4-point game. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Anthony right side. Drains the 19-footer. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Inside. Here's Grimes. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Detroit Pistons.
47.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Pistons leading by 6. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's Anthony. It's Drummond with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. To the middle. Got a piece of it.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duren. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Anthony with it. Ivy, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
George with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Embiid wide open. Misses the 3. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And it doesn't get any easier for Carmelo. Love seeing him go up strong inside.
Malone outside. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 5. Malone's shot, good.
What I appreciate about Malone is he just understands his strengths and is incredible at playing to them.
Pass to Duren. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Anthony. 3-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid the screen. To the paint. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense.
Shot's good by Anthony.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Malone. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, Ball. Tries the spin move.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Cunningham with it. Pass to Brooks. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Malone. And the 76ers with possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Outside Anthony for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Back to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Shot's good by Durant. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And a timely make from Durant. They really needed that one.
Kicks it out to Malone. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
So it's the Pistons now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. Rebound by the 76ers.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusted him in a big spot.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. They trail by 6. Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Now here's Cunningham.